Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and you are watching ChoKwonDeezMakes, a channel where I talk about my knitting, sewing, quilting, general making journey. Today I thought we could do a little, let's call it a fiber catch-up, a studio catch-up, because I have a lot of different projects that I want to talk about, including sewing and quilting and knitting. So I guess I'll do segments or chapters or, whatever, labeling the different categories of makes that I've been doing and wanting to show you all. So without further ado, I'm going to start with some knitting. First finished object for this video is a Miles shirt jacket by Ozetta. This is a top-down drop shoulder cardigan with a shirt split hem, kind of like a men's dress shirt or a button-up or anything like that. Super drop shouldered. What else? I knit this in Lion Brand Wool Ease. What's the colorway? I think it was like, I don't know, it's their taupe colorway. It might be called Mushroom. I'm not really sure if they had creativity to name them or not, but it is Lion Brand Wool Ease. I really enjoyed knitting this the second time around because this is the second time. It has almost, I haven't blocked it yet, so it looks like super scrunched. I was gonna say this is like a saddle-ish shoulder detail. It's not actually a saddle shoulder, but it almost looks like it could be because of how the increases are on the back. The trapezoid for shoulders. Yeah, I really actually enjoyed working with this yarn. I didn't know this was my first time working with it, and well, not my first time, but my first season working with it. I made my dad a sweater vest as well out of the same yarn, and he really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it, so all that's left to do is block it and put the pockets on. And I actually finished this, like, honestly, 2 weeks ago, and I haven't put the pockets on it yet, but I did put the buttons on. I picked out these buttons when I was getting the yarn as well, and I thought they went really well. I'll insert a picture of, I'm not sure if it's the sample knit or the or a project on Ravelry that I kind of based this vibe off of, but I'll insert a little picture of the one that I took inspiration from. And this is my first finished object. I'm gonna talk about whips now. My longest whip is my bed socks. If you've been here before, you know that last year I started knitting socks before bed, and I just keep it on my nightstand. And these are my January bed socks. I don't know if I like that name. Nightstand socks. Lullaby socks, because every time I knit before I go to sleep, I just like zonk out. I am not doing any sort of pattern for these. I'm just kind of winging it. I know I like a 66 stitch sock, and I wanted it to be longer. I actually started this sock as a toe up, and then I frogged it because I didn't understand what I was doing. So I just restarted it as a cuff down. It's very nice and stretchy up at the cuff. I do a crocheted cast on, and that's my preferred type of cast on. The yarn is Patton's Croix sock, in the colorway Midnight Orchid. I got this yarn because Taylor from Wool Needle Hands podcast, she got this yarn and I was like, holy cannoli, I love those colors. And I bought 2 balls of the yarn and I just love the family of colors we have here. I don't usually like purple, but I do like these purples. And the green always helps. So I have, I think I'm gonna do, so I did a full repeat of colors for the ribbing, and then I think I'm gonna do a full repeat of colors for the leg of the sock, and then I'll go into the heel and foot of the sock. There was a post I actually saw today about a type of integrated heel, and I might buy that sock pattern just for the heel part because I usually do a type of short row heel. I can't remember, it has something to do with like tomato, it's like a sweet tomato short row heel, I don't know. But I've never tried any other type of heel construction because I'm lazy. And the video I saw today with the integrated heel mentioned that it's similar to a heel flap and gusset, which I know is a lot of people's preferred fit for a heel. But the creator of the video was like, I don't like how it kind of breaks up the flow of my sock making. And so that is something that I'm going to look into. I'll leave a link to the pattern for that sock as well. And maybe I'll be able to link the post that I saw from the creator. But yeah, that is my nighttime sock knitting project that will be ongoing for the foreseeable future. My next work in progress is a test knit. This is a test knit for Mippy the Label or Famke. I think I'm saying that right. It is the Sadie Snuggle Snood. So it's a hood with a scarf connected. I have finished one half of the scarf and I am working on the other half. I have really enjoyed this pattern. It is super cute. Obviously I haven't blocked it yet, so it looks a little kooky, but I'm so excited. I have a little pea head, and so I was really worried that if I made it fit like tightly to my head shape, it would look funky and emphasize my pea head. But I don't think it does. I think it's really cute, and I've really enjoyed working with this. It's super simple and easy repeats to memorize. The only thing that I have to look at is when to decrease, and so that's kind of the only thing that I am grappling with. But other than that, it's been really fun to knit. I'm working this in Bernat Bundle Up. I've had this in my stash for a while now. I started one of my last test knits with this yarn actually, and switched it out for a different yarn that I thought would work better for the pattern. Anyways, this is the colorway Marshmallow. I absolutely love this yarn. It's a polyester, and I had reservations about doing a cabled and lace. I forgot to show you the hood part. It's like it looks like a little lattice pie, kind of. You know what I mean? It's so cute. But I was really worried about using this yarn for cables and textured knitting, just because polyester, it's not going to block like wool is, and so I just have to be careful and make sure I stretch the I cords and make sure everything, you know, relaxes into the right space. But yeah, I really enjoy this pattern. I think there's another month left. A lot of girls have already finished, and a lot of girls are similar space where I am in the pattern. One of the gadgets that I'm using for creating my cables is this little flexi needle. I got this from my local yarn store. I think I got it 2 years ago, but no, last year, not like 2024, but 2023 last year. It's a flexible cable needle. I don't mind it. I think it would be more useful if I had to like use more stitches for the cable, but this is a 2x2, and so it's not too bad to cable with like a regular cabling needle. But anyways, that's just something new that I'm using for this project. And I do have a regular cable needle, but I wanted to try this one out anyways. So this is the Sadie Snuggle Snood. Look at my ends, they look crazy. Okay, you see my ponytail too. Her pictures are so cute. I'll just wear it like that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's so cute. Hair looks crazy now. Okay, my last work in progress for knitting is the clay sweater by Ozetta, another Ozetta pattern. I'm in the middle of a row, but that's fine. I have started and restarted this specific sweater with this yarn so many times. It's ridiculous. And there you go, here it is. I'm trying to work from stash, and so I'm not using a whole lot of, well, I'm using a lot more yarns that I wouldn't normally use, like acrylics or the polyester or, you know, things like that. I'm just trying to make sure that what I have is getting used, and I'm not, you know, letting things be, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I just want to appreciate and use the things that I've already bought and I've already liked and appreciated. And so that's my spiel on me using acrylics. But this is Lion Brand Wool Anti-Pill Skein Tones in the colorway Cacao. It's a really nice warm brown. I love brown. That sounds so dumb, but I do love the color brown. I think it's just like a really nice warm neutral, and I think I look good in brown. And so yeah, I'm starting the trapezoid of the drop shoulder in the back, and there's a nice rhythm to it between knitting and purling and then the garter stitch sections. I just need to memorize the like row count, I guess, when it comes to, I'm gonna start knitting it. I just need to memorize the row counts and repeats of the garter stitch sections, because I know that it's the same throughout the whole sweater. So if I can get that down, I think it's gonna go a lot smoother than me having to check like, oh, what row am I supposed to be on, or what kind of stitch am I supposed to be doing, especially in the round. So yeah, that is my clay sweater. I just gotta finish up. Oh, I have to show you. My husband has a 3D printer, and he printed me this yarn stand spinner thing. I had 2 of these, and one of them broke because I was spinning it too hard. I can't remember if I had like a commercial yarn on there and I was rewinding it into a cake, or what happened, but it was really funny. But anyways, this is my yarn, oh, what is it called? I guess it's just a yarn holder, but there's like a skateboard bearing in it, so it spins smoothly. And then we put some weighted BBs on the bottom there. and I use it all the time, especially for color work, which is and has been a fail for me recently. I started a color work sweater and I got to the color work and the yarn that I chose to be the color B or whatever, it wasn't working because it was way too close to the original variegated yarn that I had. So yeah, tragic, but you live and you learn. Okay, I'm done with my short row. On to, let's do some sewing. I have one active sewing project, and then I have 1, 2, 3-ish in the wings about to be started. So the first one that is actively ongoing is a little tiered petticoat skirt. I am following kind of a formula from Instagram, and I will insert the creator's name on the screen, and she's got a reel describing how to create this, but it's a split hem, or not a split hem, split side skirt that you wrap around your end ties, and it's got ties and gathers and things like that. This is the fabric that I got to make it out of. I thought it was really cute, and I love greens and pinks. Pink and green are my favorite colors, and anytime I see them together, I'm like, oh my god, I have to have it, but I really don't have to have it. But this one I did have to have because it's a floral, and I think it would look good with like my sweaters and little tops that I have that I've made. So anyways, I am planning to do a little bit of a different type of split side construction, just because I don't like having ties on my stomach, like drawstrings or like things like that. I really don't like it. And so I think I'm going to put an elastic panel in the front instead of instead of ties, to do a little bow underneath, because 1, I think it's going to be more comfortable, and 2, it's going to create less bulk in the front, because you tie the back to yourself and then you tie the front afterwards, and I think that bulk from the tie underneath the front part will look a little funky. So anyways, if this works out, I'll make a video on it, and I will share it with you all. I have tons of different fabrics that I want to make skirts out of, so if this works, I shall share. Don't worry. This is my side split skirt. This winter, it has become painfully obvious how much I love coats and how much I want to update the coats that I have. And so I bought this retro Budrick pattern a while ago. I'll show it to you here. I cut out, I hope you can see it. There we go. I cut out my pattern pieces, and I don't like to put them back into the manufacturer envelope just because they get smooshed and yucky. So that is why they're in a manila folder. I put the instructions in here though, because it feels right, and I also can see what is in the envelope. So to start, I'm going to create this shorter one just because I want to see how it fits, and it's not going to use as much fabric. And I actually wanted to create my Sadie sweater snood to match the vibes of the sweater, or the jacket that I'm going to make. And the fabric I got to make said jacket is this cotton canvas from Joann's. I'm gonna show it to ya. It's a really nice kind of like carpet look fabric. I think I'm not going to make this a winter jacket. I have two different fabrics for these coats and they look so similar, but I'm going to show you both. So this is going to be the shorter jacket that I'm going to try it out and see if I like the pattern, see if I like the fit, that kind of thing, see what I need to fix. This is going to end up being kind of more of a transitional jacket. I'm going to line it with a cotton, I believe, instead of like a silky or polyester lining. So yeah, this is going to be a transitional jacket. I'm not going to interface it with fleece or anything like that like I'm going to with the other one. The other fabric, so I have, this is my short jacket and I got this one to be my long jacket. I'm probably going to, oh, you know what? I really can't decide. So there's two different sleeve options and then there's two different front jacket options. I was thinking about making this one with the wide sleeves just because that, I'll probably do the wide sleeves, but then I'm not sure if I should do the shawl collar or no collar. If it's gonna be a winter jacket, I don't know. I think the no collar could be helpful if I'm wearing a scarf and I just put the scarf over top of the collar of the jacket. But yes, I'm so excited. Isn't it so cute? This is another cotton canvas I got from Joann's. If you didn't know, I work there. So that's why I have all this fabric at, I'm gonna say a reasonable cost, but I really don't need all this fabric. Anyways, this will be my long jacket. I think it's gonna be so cute. I'm so excited. And then I also got some fusible fleece interfacing to go on the inside of the long jacket just so it's warmer. The whole thing with this jacket started because I wanted to make a patchwork denim jacket and I think I'm still going to do that, but this pattern is going to be a little bit easier for me to start with just because I don't have to start from scratch basically. With the jean jacket, I'm not gonna have to start from scratch either, but I don't know. I just wanted like a brainless jacket that I could do. And those are the two that I chose. With my long jacket, I think I am actually going to do a satin or polyester lining just because in the wintertime I do wear more long sleeves and sweaters and things like that, and if it were a cotton lining it would just make my sleeves scrunch up and I don't want that sensory, you know, conundrum. So that one will be lined with a smooth fabric, not a cotton fabric. Yeah. I think my neighbors are getting their yard work done. Why does this always happen to me? Either that or it's my husband blowing the leaves. But once again, don't people know I'm trying to record a video here? I believe the yard work is done. My other two, well, my next sewing projects will be two matching sets. One of them is going to be in this super cute floral, kind of groovy fabric. I have tons of fabric. I got a lot of yardage of this, so I'm really excited. I'm going to put up my inspiration for the little matching set. I know I'm going to do some elastic waistband, ruffle hem pants, and for the top, I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I have a blouse that I made a while ago that I might kind of copy and do the same thing for, because it's really cute and I think it would look really cute with matching bottoms. But it's kind of the vibes of like a pajama set, basically, is what I'm going for, but in this super cute floral groovy pattern. The other matching set that I want to do is with this sweatshirt kind of terry fabric. It's not French terry because it's not a t-shirt, but it does have loops on the back, and then the front is smooth. And I think I'm gonna make a matching like lounge set. I'm going to use the Monroe turtleneck, and I'm just gonna make some basic pants, again with like the pattern that I usually use, and make a little lounge set. I think it's gonna be really comfortable. This fabric has a nice weight to it, but it's not so heavy that it's gonna feel like weighing down. I already made a long sleeve shirt out of this, so that's why I'm choosing a different pattern to try with this fabric, but I'm really excited for it. I think it's a good color for me, kind of matches my lipstick. I kind of want to go for like influencer in the airport kind of vibes for this set, and then the other one I'm just like Barbie pajamas basically. So those are the two sets that I want to make, and then I have some accessories that I want to sew as well. My accessory project is going to be the Bestie bag by Blackbird I'm so used to yarn. Blackbird Fabrics. The pattern is the Bestie bag. It is a crossbody shoulder bag. They have a few different sizes: large, medium, small. I am making some for myself as well as my sister and my sister-in-law. I know my sister watches my videos. I'm not sure if my sister-in-law does, but I have a lot of fabric and stash that I feel like will be enough at least to make the body of the bag and do a lining that looks nice. So for my sister, I have chosen this sun cotton. It's supposed to be for swaddles, but I think if I like use an interfacing or glue it together, adhesive it together with the lining fabric, I think it's gonna look so cute. And this reminds me of my sister a lot. She's a summer baby, and also she just thrives in the summer basically, and that really reminded me of her. And I almost said her age. She's got a special birthday this year, and so I want to make her a bag, a dress, and then knit her a full sweater as well. So she already knows about the sweater, and I've asked her about the bag, and I actually have fabric for her for some shirts, but those aren't included in her birthday year, so whatever. The fabric that I have for my Bestie bag is these cute sheep, knitting sheep. They're so cute. I'm going to make it like a walking project bag. I'm gonna retrofit a kind of like buttonhole or that kind of thing so that I can have my yarn feed through it. Or I'm gonna do a different kind of closure. I'm not gonna do a zipper. I don't really like zippers on my project bags, so this is going to be my fabric. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make a size like medium, I think. That way I can have like a hat, scarf, vest kind of project in there, and it'll be large enough to hold the project and the yarn. But it's so cute. I'm so excited. And then for my sister-in-law, she is sadly moving from Florida to somewhere closer to me, but I'm very sad that she's going to be leaving her amazing little compound kind of community down there. So I wanted to get her some fabric that reminded her of that. And I saw this one and I thought, yep, that is definitely going to match the vibes. It reminds me of sea urchins, sand dollars. She has a neighbor that does mosaic tiling, and I just thought this was perfect for the outside of the bag. Her favorite color is purple, but I think this blue-ish tealy green is so pretty. It reminds me of the waters down there. So that is going to be the outside of her bestie bag. I don't know what the lining's gonna be for all of these. It might just end up being bed sheets. So super easy, simple for the lining. But yeah, I think that's all of my, nope, that's all my like garment sewing that I'm gonna be doing, but I wanna show you my palette for the next quilt that I'm gonna do. So just to preface, I randomly thought of this idea. I really wanted to start a baby quilt for my future children. I'm not having any children in the near future, but I know that is part of my journey in life. So anyways, just wanted to preface with, not now, I'm just being overly prepared. I think that's how I deal with anxiety sometimes. So without further ado, this is my baby quilt color palette. I got enough fabrics to make whatever size I would like and whatever pattern I would like, and so we can go through them together. The first one actually that I picked up was this little brown woodland animals. They're so cute. There's a little sleepy owl, a bear, a bunny, a fox, squirrel. Is that all of them? Hedgehog, deer, so cute. And I just really liked this pattern because you don't really see brown on like cream patterns. It's either like a toile look or, you know, black outline, or they're all colored in. But I thought this one was really cute, and so that was the first one I picked up. And then this one I'm not really sure about adding into the quilt, but this was the second one that I picked up. It's just like a watercolor, like forest kind of look. It's got pinks and blues and yellows and greens and purples. And I chose a fairly neutral color palette because, you know, I don't know what kind of children I'm gonna I don't know what children I'll have, so I just wanted to make sure that whatever it is, this all sounds so funny. Anyways, whatever kind or gender of child I have, I wanted to make it suitable for them. And then, so a lot of my color palette is based off of this one, but I feel like it goes well with my backing as well. So just keep that in mind. So first we have this one. These are the definites. And then I have this peachy yellow blender fabric. It's kind of like a abstract painting, kind of like a watercolor. And then I have this fake herringbone. I thought was a really nice substitute for an orange because it's still warm toned, but it's not really like a in your face. And then I got these cute little dots. These are on like a golden yellow color. I got like a literal off kind of, I wanted to base it off of a rainbow, but not have it be the classic rainbow. And so that's kind of what the deal was. And then I have this bias plaid that's really cute. It's got some blues and yellows in there as well as greens. And then I have this blue with, they're not hearts, they look more like little leaves to me. But it's nice powdery blue. And then to kind of darken the color palette, I did have a purple, but then I don't really like purple to begin with, and so I was like, if I'm gonna be working on this, I kind of want to like it. So I substituted purple with this nice dense botanical brown print. You can't really see super well, but it's got a bunch of like leafy, viney textures to it. And so this is my little off-brand rainbow. And one of the things that I like to kind of go by, or guidelines that I use for quilting, is having like one print that is large and like a focal point. So that's this for me. And then having something that visually looks like not a solid, but they call it a blender. So then I have those two as my blender. And then always with a dot. This one is kind of a packed dot. I would say it's similar to the density of this one, but anyways. And then have a few geometric based prints. Like this one's not straight lines, you know, but it is a line based print. And then having another kind of dot like small pattern. So a blend of different sizes of prints and things like that, and that is kind of my formula for how to get a good kind of palette when it comes to quilting. And then the last thing that I picked out for this quilt is the back. I had actually a customer come and pick up this fabric, and I was like, oh my god, I love that so much. I think I'm gonna need to get some for the back of my baby quilt. And it's just so cute. It's this little rabbit with moons, and it's got kind of, it's not Art Nouveau, but it's just really botanical and cute. And I am a rodent lady, so that sounds so weird, but you know how like some people have a ton of chickens or pigs or cows or, you know, that kind of thing in their house? I guess I have two different things. I love mushrooms and I love rodents. So rabbits, rats, mice, those kinds of animals are what I like to decorate my house with. So that's kind of what drew me to this print, was the little bunny. Let's see if I can find it. This little bunny down here, so cute. And the squirrel. The squirrel's really cute too. So that's what drew me to this one. And then when I found this one, I was like, oh my god, it's perfect, because it's kind of witchy, kind of it's I would say this is a fairly gender neutral kind of print, and I like the different angles of the bunnies and all that jazz. And so yeah, that's my next quilting project. I'm actually trying to design a quilt pattern for it, so maybe we can explore that together at another time. I also have a backup pattern that I'll put in the description as well, and put a picture up here, because one of the customers had just finished that quilt pattern and shared the picture with me, and I thought it was so cute too. So anyways, either I'm going to use the pattern that I create, or use the pattern, not a commercial pattern, but by a quilt designer. And yeah, I'll share that with you when it comes to it. But I'd like to get started on a quilt and get a lot of sewing done soon, because obviously I have too much fabric, not enough time kind of situation right now. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the whole thing if you did. And if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all those kinds of things. Thank you all so much for the wonderful response to my first video of 2025. It really means a lot to me, and it feels good coming back to, you know, a community that you know cares. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going and doing what I'm doing, and I hope you all do as well, as long as you're being a good human being. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year so far. I hope all your crafts are crafting, and I will see you next time.